Hello, welcome on the alt.ctrl series. Tatiana here. I'm a French game designer and artist. I make alternative controller games and playful installations. Today I'm gonna tell you what are alternative controller games and playful installations. When we say alternative controller game, we usually picture a game played with a weird or custom gamepad. At this point, you may think of rhythm games like Guitar Hero or Dance Dance Revolution. But for us, game designers and developers, the term alternative actually refers to an alternative to an industrial standard, something that is not produced in mass, that's not serialized. So alternative controller games are games played with a controller made artisanally, or sometimes even games that are one-of-a-kind installations. In this case, we talk about playful installations or game installations. Games like Line Wobbler by Robin Baumgarten, a one-dimensional dungeon crawler played with a wobbler on a LED strip, or Rotoring by Gregory Kogos, a game played with a custom pad on two circles of LEDs. In most cases, these are games that aren't sold online or in shops, but are playable during events. There are some festivals and venues specialized in the exhibition of this kind of games. One of the pioneers is the Amaze Festival in Berlin. Since 2009, the event shows experimental games featuring plenty of playful installations. But the most famous event dedicated to alternative controller games is probably the alt.ctrl GDC. It's actually what popularized the term alternative controller. This exhibit takes place within the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, and it's been running for the past 6 years. The organizers even grant an award for the best alt.ctrl game of the year. There are other festivals featuring this kind of games all around the world, like Now Play This in the UK, Playful Arts Festival in the Netherlands, or Indicate in the US and in France. There's a hardcore of developers doing alt.ctrl games that I'm part of. I told you about Robin Baumgarten and Gregory Kogos, but there are also Alistair H. Essen, Jay Bellish or Jonathan Van Hoover, just to mention a few. There are also art collectives specialized in alt.ctrl games, like with throw switches and labs conducting researches on them, like the Tag in Montreal, where the incredible Propinquity was made. The oldest game installation I could find is the famous Pain Station. Made in 2001 by the German collective Fur, the main feature of this competitive arcade game is the physical punishment of its players. If you'd like to discover more alternative controller games, have a look at Shake That Button. This website lists lots of alternative controller games and playful installations from all around the world. There you'll find playful installations like Raffle Pillar, a game played by wiggling around like a caterpillar, or Puppet Pandemonium, the winner of the alt.ctrl GDC award in 2018, a game staged in a puppet theater where the controllers are real puppets and that requires the participation of the audience to progress through the narrative. Or one of my games, like Atsuno, a kind of cooperative twister played on the body of another player. The press also covers the alt.ctrl GDC each year, and the GDC itself has a YouTube playlist of every alt.ctrl game exhibited since the beginning of the event. Obviously, 5 minutes are not enough to cover such a broad topic. I'll share other aspects of the alt.ctrl game world in this series of videos. For those of you who would like to make some alternative controllers, I'll show you where to start in the next video. I also added links in the description below. There you'll find the fantastic website of Enric Lagostera, telling you more about the technical aspect of alt.ctrl games. If you'd like to dig further into the design aspect of tangible game interface, there is a link to a blog I wrote some years ago on Gamma Sutra, detailing some of my design tools and methods. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, take care and be playful.